Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel on educational leadership. Today we are going to learn about one platform which caters to all our online teaching needs. So if you are a teacher who is looking for ensuring students' engagement throughout your lesson, if you want to be using variety of different resources, if you want to use multiple formative assessment tools, and along with that you also want audio and video inputs from your students, then watch this video till the end. For this you have to go to nearpod.com. And this is the platform. It is known as Nearpod. So you have to create your account first, and then this dashboard will appear and you will be able to see it says create your own lesson in Nearpod or lesson in Google Slides. You can create the lesson in Google Slides as well. But let's go and create our lesson in Nearpod. The best thing about this is that it is very simple to use. There's just one place where you will be adding everything and it says add slide. So when you go to add slide, there are two parts here. One is the content, other is the activities. So first let's explore the content here. And this first thing says that if you want, you can upload a video. Now everybody knows that it is very easy now to upload the video. You can paste the URL over here, upload your video from your computer, Google Drive, Dropbox, Cloud, or from the YouTube. Then also you can create your own slides. So this is, it will take you here where you can create your own slides. So you've got different slides to choose from, the background, layout, everything. So the way you prepare your slides on PowerPoint, similarly you can prepare it over here. And next you can also add any content directly from the web. You can just paste the URL here and you can add your content from the net. Another thing which you can add is a Nearpod 3D. Now here you can see there are a lot of different items here, amazing places and things, ancient times, environment and so on. Let me just pick and choose one. This is from the staff picks, which means teachers have already used this one. Let's see a preview of this. So this is of a mosquito. So if you want, you can expand the mosquito and you can see it 360 degree. You can move it. That is why it is known as a 3D. So you can integrate the 3D image. If you do not get a 3D image over here, you can get it directly from the internet as well. So you can integrate that by adding the URL. We'll again go to add slide and the content. So we've already seen video, slides, web content, Nearpod. Let's see the simulation. This is PHET, which is physical educational tools. And this is the simulation. And again, you can see a lot of varieties here in maths and science. Let's say we will choose one from maths here and do a preview. So you can see this opens up here. And let's say I'll go to level 1. And this level 1 opens and it says, I want to build up a fraction of 2 1 by 4. So how do I go about and do it? 1 plus 1 plus 1 by 4, drag it and put it here. 2 1 by 2, and so you can keep on doing it, check it, move on to the next level. This is the kind of simulation which you can share with the students and students will be able to do it. Now you can also see that there are a lot of simulations which are available over here. If you do not get the simulations here, you can directly go on the website. So this is the PHET website and you can see that there are simulations available for all the different subjects. You can go deep in this and try to figure out which one is that which you would like to use. So many different simulations for each subject you will be able to get. Isotopes and atomic mass, molecule polarity and so on. Okay, so let's go back to Nearpod. And the next one here is Field Trip. So in Field Trip, what you can do is, it is powered by 360 cities. So you can see here that if you want to, probably want to see Taj Mahal, I'm going to the preview here. So you can see over here, you can show your children Taj Mahal in this manner, a closer view of Taj Mahal, and or any other thing which is already loaded on Nearpod. And if suppose you do not have some of the things available in Nearpod, you can directly pull up the content from the internet. If you just type 3D images, you will be able to get it there. Then you can integrate some of the BBC videos which are already available. You know that they are very rich in content and they are made on different topics. You can see the different topics over here. So you can integrate those videos as well. So next is Sway. And if I want to use Sway, Sway is something, it's a presentation. You have all your content at one place, but it's slightly different from PowerPoint presentation in terms of its look and feel. So I'll just show you one of the Sways here. This is of a butterfly. And you can see the description all about butterflies over here. Its anatomy. I'm just scrolling it through so that you can see. So for Sway, you will need a completely different tutorial to understand how to create your own presentations on Sway. So I'm skipping this at the moment, but you can always choose some of that which is already available. Next is your slideshow. So here you can directly upload your presentation which you have made directly from your computer or from your Google Drive, and you can put your presentation here in the Nearpod lesson which you're creating. You can also pick and choose some of your audio files which are there, or you can upload your PDF document, or you can even integrate the live Twitter stream over here. So these are the various things which can be added in terms of content. Your video, your PowerPoint, your any content from the net, 3D and simulations and so on. Now, another important thing is that you can add a lot of activities here. So formative assessment activities, most of it is covered over here, and you can see that here there are different kind of questions which you can put in: time to climb, open-ended questions, matching pairs, quiz. There is Flipgrid which you can integrate. I'll tell you more about it. Children can draw. There is collaboration, poll, fill in the blanks, and memory test. Memory test is for the premium version, but then all of this is available for you and you can integrate as formative assessment tools. What I'm going to do now is that I'll take you through one of the already created lesson, and also how does it look like from the student's point of view. So I've already created one lesson, and if I click here, you can see that there is live lesson plus Zoom. So if you want to carry on a live lesson on Zoom, it will open Zoom also for you. Then it says live lesson and student page. So suppose if you are on Microsoft Teams or Google Meets, you can integrate this as a live lesson, which means students are there with you and you're carrying on a live lesson. Or otherwise, you can also send your lesson to the students and they can view it and see as well as respond to it at their own pace. So right now I'm going to start with the live lesson. So when I clicked on live lesson, it gives me the student code. This is the code which the students need to know to enter into your class. So they have to go to nearpod.com and then go as a student and enter this particular code. So let's see, how do we enter as a student? So I'll go here, type nearpod.com, and it says join a lesson, and I have to enter the code. So I'll go here, copy the code. As a student, the students will be entering their code here, and then they will join the lesson. This is from where I have joined the session. So one student has joined in. As a teacher, I know about it, and now I'll begin with my lesson. So if you remember, we integrated the 3D video of Taj Mahal. So you can show this. If you have integrated your PowerPoint, you can show that. Videos you can show and explain it to the students. Right now I'm going to talk about the formative assessment tools which you can use over here. So I'm moving my slides now. My third slide is with this simulation. I've already shown you simulation, so I'm moving further. Now my next slide is on match the pairs. So let's see, as a student, how does it look like to me? Now this is match the pairs, so I have to match it. Waste matter is removed from the body. So it automatically tells me that the answer is correct. Water taken into the blood. this happens in small intestine. This is correct. Saliva is mixed. It's mixed in the mouth. So stomach, food is churned for few hours. And so here as a student, I'm continuously getting my answers, the correct answers. Okay. So, and as a teacher, I am able to see all 4 correct. Now I'm moving my next slide. Start the activity. And see, I've put a timer over here, which means we can put up a timer as well. Question is, which theory is known as Einstein's theory? Now, let's see as a student, what do I get to see? So I'll go here and click this one, theory of relativity, and submit my answer. I am also getting the chance of editing the answer till the timer is on. And as a teacher, I am able to see that the student has clicked D as the answer. So if you have more students, immediately you will get to know who has clicked on A, B, C, D. So within seconds, you will get to know how many students are answering it correctly and how many are not, because your students' name as well as their answers are reflecting. And they're reflecting in the form of a chart. So it is very easy for you to identify who has got it and who has not. Let's move on to the next slide. It says draw something which can be categorized in common noun. Now this is, I'll go as a student and I have something to draw here. So I'll choose this. Maybe I want to draw a tree trunk first. I want to draw a tree. So I have taken this color and then I'll pick green and then we'll draw a tree. Now, and I'll submit. As a teacher, I am able to see the student name along with the response. Now let's move on to the next slide. Now this says this slide is a collaborate board. Would you like to approve student comments before they are posted? So if you feel that you should approve their comments before they are seen by everyone else, then you say yes, otherwise you can say no. Okay. Now, what new skill did you add to yourself during this lockdown? It's an open-ended question and let the students write down the answer. Okay. So the student may say that I learned about self-directed learning and then post. So it will appear in this manner. As a teacher, as the students keep posting with their names, you will get to know whether what they have posted. So this way you can, so it's more like, it's working like a Padlet, wherein the students can collaborate. And if you want, this can be shared also. If you want, you can share a link with the students later on in case if they want to see it. You can send this through their mail. So this is the collaboration board. Let's move further. The next one is a poll. So it says, do you enjoy real classrooms more than the virtual classrooms? And you see there is a timer over here. Let's go as a student. And do you enjoy real classrooms more than a virtual classrooms? And the students may say yes, no, because it's a poll. So you can just submit. If you want, you can edit the answer. Till the time the timer is on and the time is not finished, you can edit the answer. As a teacher, I will get to know what each student has answered. So the next one is fill in the blanks. So I've just put one fill in the blanks over here. And this is dash dash in the stomach helps to digest food. And the answer is just one, but you can add a lot of help boxes over here and complete thing so that the students, they will just drag this, fill in all the fill in the blanks and then done. And it says you've got 2 out of 2 correct. As a teacher, I will see that the score is 2 on 2. That's correct. So student wise, you will be able to see the score. You don't have to do any correction, but you will know how many have done it correctly and how many have not done it correctly. Now this is the next question wherein we want audio input from the students. The question is like you have attached a video for the students and you want them to change a character and then talk about that particular character and how the storyline would change. So in case if that is one of the tasks which you want to give, so students will be able to write their answers here as well as record the students. So if they say allow here, then this button, so if I say allow, then we will be able to record, the student will be able to record it and submit the recording, and you will be able to see it as a student. Right now there's no answer because I've not recorded it. Let's move on to the next one, and this is time to climb. So I'll continue. It says choose your character, so I'm choosing mine. Okay, start. So I've already chosen my character. So it will require more players. Now see here, there's a question here is which one out of these is a herbivore, right? Now what I have to do is I'll have to check out the answer. So if I click this answer, I get a nice job. And then as a teacher, I'm able to see who has got how many points. So you can keep on building up your questions and the students will be gaining the points. So this is how you can create your lessons on Nearpod, and you can see that I have created so many different lessons over here, right? So which means that you can keep on creating your lessons and add it to your library. You can share these lessons with the students. They can go ahead and do it at their own pace as well. And it's very simple to create these lessons, because you know you will go and create your lesson, and then when you go in lessons in Nearpod, you just go on add slide. Now how to create these activities, we've already studied about the content. Now how to create these activities, these are very simple. Suppose I want to create this time to climb, so I can just enter my question over here. I can keep on adding the answers. Suppose I want to add images to it. So I can just keep clicking here for image and it will ask me to upload the image. So for every answer, I can upload the image, or if I want text, I can just put text over here. So once it is done, and this is how you can add the timer. So if you want that it should be 1 minute is what you want to give all the students, you can just give 1 minute, 30 seconds, whatever. And then you can add the timer over here. For every question, you will be able to add the timer. If you don't want to add the timer, you can remove the timer as well. So likewise, you can go and create all your questions. They're very, very simple to create. Similarly, open-ended questions, you just have to put your question there and leave it for the students. Matching pairs, if you want to create your matching pairs, so it will come like this, and you have to add the pair. So you add the correct pair over here and keep on entering. If you want, you can add the image as well. So you can do it for small children, and where you just want the images to be there, you can do that as well. Similarly, you can create quiz, multiple choice type quiz. This is Flipgrid, and as I said, Flipgrid is something which I'll tell you in the next video in detail. In this, you can invite the students' video. Like in open-ended questions, if you see, we had the liberty of asking the students to put in their audio. So if you want to create open-ended questions, you can put your open-ended question here. If you want, you can add video here and just enable this so that the students are able to put their recording. If you want to do it right in the live lesson and give them little time to do, you can add timer, or otherwise you can send it as a student-based class wherein they can do it later on also. Similarly, creating drawing-like questions, collaborating, poll, fill in the blanks. All of this is very simple. The moment you go into it, you will be able to make out how to create such questions. So let's recap. If you want to create a lesson in Nearpod, you will just go on lesson in Nearpod, and to this add slide, you can add so many different kind of content, as well as you can add so many different kind of activities which can be done with the students. And this is something which answers all the needs of interactive learning in your online classes. So if you have liked this video, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe this channel. Also, do not forget to push the notification bell so that you immediately get the notification of any new video which is uploaded. Thank you so much for watching.